So here at Bluntzillavideo, we got a soft spot for sleazy cinema, and I think with every sleazy cinema enthusiast out there, there's something all on our bucket list, and that's getting through or getting to watch all of the video nasties from all three lists. So if you're unfamiliar with the video nasties, basically it was a bunch of films that were heavily censored for their video release, and it was like impossible to see these films in the United Kingdom back in the 80s. Like there was a lot of like religious groups and a lot of social commentators and whatnot that were totally anal about the stuff that was coming out available for the kids to see. So they were thinking of the kids at the end of the day, but it's also up to the parents to see what the kids are fucking watching. At least that's the way I look at it. These movies, they vary in quality, they vary in when they came out, because some of these movies came out in the 60s, and this banning didn't take place until the 1980s. Like a movie like Blood Feast that came out in like 1964 or something, 66, and it was re-released with 23 seconds cut in 2001 and re-released uncut in '05, and that's in the UK. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, Cannibal Ferox, also known as Make Them Die Slowly, re-released with approximately 6 minutes of pre-cuts, plus an additional 6-second cut to a scene of animal cruelty in 2000, re-released with 1 minute 55 seconds of animal cruelty cuts in 2018. Cannibal Holocaust, released in 2001 with 5 minutes 44 seconds cut to remove most animal cruelty and rape scenes. You're taking out everything. You're butchering these fucking movies with all that stuff. I mean, I know it's intense stuff. Like, I know that it's not meant for, like, the average, everyday moviegoer, but it's meant for some people, and the people that want to see it want to see all of it uncut. If they make a movie, who the fuck wants to see it the cut version? Who wants to watch a movie on AMC? You want to watch Goodfellas with all of the F-bombs taken out? You want to watch, The Godfather with a lot of highlighted scenes taken out? It's ridiculous. And that's why I think the video nasties and like all these video recording acts and all this bullshit they were doing back then was so absurd compared to what was actually happening in real time back then. Like it's mental, man. There was so much crime happening. They wanted something to blame, and obviously they just went right for the goddamn movies. But we're going to take a look at these video nasties in a new series. I don't know what it's called yet. Maybe Video Nasties with Bluntzillavideo. And we're going to do one movie per video on that so we can give it a good, decent shake and talk about it. So, like, I just discovered before I pressed record on this and I'm blown away by it. If you're familiar with my channel and you just watched the Cannibals or Sleazy Cannibals Cinema video, I talked about a film called Papaya, Love Goddess of the Cannibals. And I talked about how much I thought it was complete, like, it wasn't a cannibal film. There was one scene of a dick getting bitten off, and that was it. And it wasn't like Cannibal Ferox, like that kind of dick getting bit off. Like, it was baloney, man. But that movie was directed by the same guy that directed tonight's feature in question, and that is Joe D'Amato. And the film in question is Anthropophagous. Now, Anthropophagous is all about this group of people, like group of 20-something-year-olds. They're out on a boat and they meet this chick who needs a lift, basically, and they give her a lift to this island. And when they get to this island, there's all fucking kinds of just creep factor right out of the bat. There's no one around. There's some old woman freak looking out these windows that says like "go home" written on the window inside of the place. Like, it's really fucking bizarre. And they even kind of steal, like, there's not steal, but there's like a Jaws-esque. Well, yeah, they kind of rip off the beginning of Jaws in a way. Like, there's this chick and this guy who are walking along the beach, and the chick goes out a little too far. The dude kind of passes out on the beach, and she gets screwed over by this guy. So this guy on the cover that's eating his guts, he's like this rich dude he's got like a family up on this island, and they have a young daughter who's going to be tutored by this girl that's now a tag along with our group of kids that are out on this yacht pleasure cruise, and one of them's pregnant, and once they get to the island, the pregnant chick like fucking sprangs her foot, and that pretty much seals her fate. Like, I knew something twisted was gonna happen as soon as I seen pregnant chick, and like I was just like, oh my god, like, this is an Italian film with a pregnant chick. Something terribly wrong is gonna happen, and I was totally right, and I'm happy about that, because you get to see one of the most brutal scenes of all time. This sick, twisted, zombie-type weirdo, he gets his hands on this pregnant lady, and he reaches his fucking greasy paws inside of her and yanks out the baby and then eats the baby. Like, it's, oh man, it shows it too. Like, it shows enough to be like, god damn, that's grisly, but it's awesome. Yeah, they did a spot on job with the special effects in this film. And I should also mention that on this goddamn DVD, there's an interview with the FX artist Pietro Tenigilo, and that's really cool. This is also, I should mention, it's put out by Severin, which always, that company always does an awesome job. Moving on a little later on to the film, we get the scene that forms the cover of the movie here, and that's this guy eating his own guts, and it's so cool to see it, man. It's really graphic, really brutal. I'm pretty positive whatever he was eating probably tastes like shit. Actually, you know what? I just kind of fucked myself over, because in the special features, the special effects guy says that it was sweet. He said it was sweet, so it wouldn't be that bad, I guess, if you're working with fake blood that's sweet. I've worked with fake blood made by my buddy Dave. Shout out to Dave. He can make some pretty crazy fake blood, and it actually doesn't taste that bad. So yeah, man, I really want to do this video nasties list. So like I said, I mentioned quite a few films in this video, and we will be covering them eventually. At the end of the day, Anthropophagous is not a throwaway film at all. It's awesome. It's worthy to be a video nasty, based on the pregnant chick getting her fucking baby eaten and the guy eating himself. Like, that alone, those two scenes made the movie worth it for me. And I really didn't mind the cast either. Like, it was a decent cast. And I should point out, but god damn it, I can't believe I almost forgot to do this. Two of the main actresses, or two of the actresses in the film, one of them is the blonde chick from Cannibal Ferox, and the other chick is the girl from Zombie, Lucio Fulci Zombie. So you get your regulars, and that's the thing I love about these Italian films. The more and more I watch, I'm nowhere near a pro of these films, or an expert rather, but I know a decent amount of shit, that I'm starting to see these characters pop up more and more in different movies, and I really like that, because that's something that I always noticed in Asian films, and I always like that. So it's cool to kind of get to see these regulars. Like, to us, like, the regulars would be like, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith. I only said that because I just looked at Bad Boys on the wall over there, but you get the picture. It's cool to see these guys, and it's crazy to see that blonde chick from Cannibal Ferox acting like such an opposite character. Like, in that movie, she's like a badass with like a bandana. She's actually a hoe, but she's like badass to a certain extent. At least looks badass. And this, she's like a hoity-toity type, and it's crazy. And she's kind of a weirdo. She has her weirdo moments in this film. So if you're looking for a fun exploitation-y, video nasty type feel of a movie, I would highly recommend this. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for this video. So thanks for watching, and adios.